Hello, this is Angi Burns, the owner and publisher of the Burns Team City Lifestyle, and welcome to City Lifestyle with Angi Burns. We love to celebrate the best-in-class businesses, the organizations making a difference in our community, and the individuals who are making an impact on our residents here in our area. Hello and welcome back to City Lifestyle with Angi Burns. I'm your host, Angi Burns, the owner and publisher of 5 of the local City Lifestyle luxury publications here in the DFW area. And my guests today are Mollie and John Hancock, who are the owners of Elephant Trunk Moving Supplies, and who are also my friends and fellow Class 40 Leadership Plano alumni. Miss Mollie, best class ever. Yeah. Okay, so introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about Elephant Trunk. Which one of you wants to go first?
I'm John Hancock. Basically, what Elephant Trunk does is we rent reusable moving supplies, and the way it works, fairly simple. We deliver, you pack, move, and unpack, and when you're done, we will come and pick them up at your new home.
I'll do a little bit of a back history on it. Back in 2013, I heard about a company out of Canada called Frogbox. It was brilliant. It provides an option to the cardboard box on the local move, but in Canada. Well, in Texas, there was nothing like that. And so we reached out to them, and it just wasn't the right time. But in 2015, we got to revisit that. John's a retired school teacher, and I'm actually a realtor of 28 years. And so in 2015, we reached out again, and they weren't interested in having a franchise down in Texas. So we thought, well, we'll just make it up. When you start a business, you don't know what you don't know. It has been quite the adventure. We started with a pickup truck. You want to tell that story, John?
Well, basically, yeah, we started with a pickup truck, and I was an English teacher, not physics. So I stacked all these boxes in the back of the van and truck and running down the bush. And all of a sudden, out of my mirror, I see this thing fly up out of the back. And of course, that was a box. And then I saw another one, and these boxes fly majestically. It's like the lids that are fixed have wings. And we kind of lucked out on that, because the first guy pulled up right next to me, because I pulled over, and he's got one of the boxes is wedged underneath his tire. And so I go up there and yank it out, and he gives me a dirty look and goes on. I go, well, that's fair enough. And then the next guy comes up, he's got a flat tire. And I'm thinking, here, let me help you. I'll fix that flat tire for you. He goes, oh, man, don't worry about it. He said, I work with Toyota, and I'll have a guy over here fixing that thing in a jiffy. And then I said, well, I probably owe you a tire or something. He goes, well, you take that up with my manager. And the manager, I called him up, and he just goes, he said, nah, don't worry about it. He said, next time you purchase, buy Toyota. So
well, that was very fortunate.
Yes.
So that was super nice, but that led to us getting a box van, or a, what's it called? It's not a box van.
Box truck?
It's a van.
It's a van with a sliding door, and we got it wrapped with all of our brandedness, and it's just beautiful. So again, we learned from the pickup truck and got a van. We started in our garage, and now we have this wonderful shop not far from Central Market at Coit and George Bush. And it started with just us, and I predominantly do all of the marketing. John is the boots on the ground kind of person, and he does have 3 part-time employees that help him, and then we have some social media help and things like that. And we started in 2015, and here we are in 2026, and just thrilled that we've made it this far.
And I've watched your growth over the years, because I've been a member of the Plano Chamber with you since before I had my magazines, when I had my former life as a teacher at a private school. And so I've been able to watch this growth, and it's been just beautiful to see how the community supports you all as well. So we are in the presence of royalty right now, because you are the 2024 Small Business of the Year for the city of Plano. So that is super exciting. So tell me a little bit about, you guys do so much giving back to the community and being present in the community. Why is that so important to you to be so involved?
Well, I've always believed from the very beginning that community small businesses give community character. You know, the big boxes, they're definitely very important, but it's the small businesses that give it the character. And so on day one of Elephant Trunk, we joined the Plano Chamber of Commerce, and we were introduced to so many more local nonprofits. And that always tugged at my heart. For years, we participated or were a supporting member of Journey of Hope, which is was a local nonprofit in Plano. And so we've just always believed that, you know, the more you give, the more you get.
Absolutely.
And so we have supported Love Packs, we've supported Journey of Hope, we've supported the one around the corner from us. Do you remember the name of it? My Possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are so many Hope Store. We helped them on their last move. We donated boxes to help them with their move. It just really is important to me. I'm really happy to say that John goes along with
You just do whatever you're told, right?
Yes. You know, whenever the chamber puts together the bags for the teachers, you know, we've brought the van over and transported them. You know, we're not a millionaire company, but we can give boots on the ground and we can give small donations. And it's just really been important to us to be involved.
Yeah. So you are not a franchise. You are your own independent business. Yes. So did you come up with the name of Elephant Trunk?
Yes, I did.
And what is the origin story there? Because I love all of your branding with the elephants, and you've come up with some very, very unique things that I've seen over the years. So where did that name come from?
Well, I will say, going back to the inspiration company, they're called Frog Box, and their philanthropic endeavors are for the frogs. So I knew when we were coming up with a name, I wanted a philanthropic arm in our name. So my imagination went to traveling on steamships, and they would have trunks. And what's connected to a trunk but an elephant? So Elephant Trunk was born. Moving supplies came later. Whenever we moved to Plano, Chloe was only in 5th grade, and when she was a Girl Scout. So when we went to middle school, our troops merged with another elementary school. And at Wilson Middle School, we met Sarah Funn. Sarah Funn is now an adult. She has an art degree from SMU. And when we needed a logo, we invited Sarah to come over. I mean, I was still on the steamship with all the tropical whatever. And then within about a minute, she came up with the silhouette of the elephant. Mm-hmm. And we have been in love ever since. Yeah. And we appreciate it. Sarah is a lifelong partner of Elephant Trunk, and she has helped us in so many ways. But that elephant silhouette has just been perfect for us.
And she's also a tattoo artist.
Oh, okay. Yes. So do you have the Elephant Trunk silhouette tattooed anywhere on you?
You know, I never even thought about that until now.
Until now. So we're going as soon as we're done here. We're
yeah, that's it.
I think to show the commitment to your brand, you should, and we can live stream it. We can put it on. We can put it on the next podcast. We'll have you getting.
As long as y'all can handle shrill whining, you know, that will be fine.
Yeah. I think we can make that happen. I think that's to be continued. So tell me a little bit more about what moving supplies you offer and the sustainability aspect of it. So tell us about, you know, why do you have boxes versus cardboard? You can go to U-Haul and get a truck and buy cardboard boxes. Why should someone go to you instead?
Well, the sustainability portion about having a reusable box. We started out with about 1,000 back in 2015, and I think we're up to maybe about 6,000 boxes now. We do offer 2 sizes. I said earlier that we were the only ones in the area doing it now. We do have a couple of competitors, but very few of them have the smaller box like we have. They have much larger boxes. So,
and you have multiple sizes, though.
Well, we have 2 sizes.
2, yeah.
And then we have a variety of, we have a quilted dish plate container, and then we have a box that you can put your stemware and glassware in, so you don't have to use any packing materials. And we always say use sheets, towels, and blankets first because they're making the trip anyway, so why not have them do some work as well instead of creating waste that you have to dispose of. So in all of our years practice or in Elephant Trunk moving supplies, we've never sent any boxes to the landfill. And so that made us very proud. And since we've been in business, we've calculated that we've kept about 300,000 boxes from going to the landfill. So
Wow.
we are lifting all of our clients' carbon footprint. We've lifted ours, of course, but all of our clients, which is now over 6,000, we've lifted their carbon footprint. So
that's amazing. That is an impact that you can truly be proud of, that you are not only a local business owner, but you are helping our the economy and the environment. And not a lot of people can say that. And that's, I mean, we print a lot of magazines, but we like to say that our magazines are held so long that they are prevented from going into the landfill. People hold on to them, but not like with you, where you can actually say, these boxes didn't ever end up in the landfill. And that's fantastic. So congratulations.
Well,
it takes a lot of vision and tenacity and grit to be a small business owner, and to take this idea that was not anywhere local and to be the first that really originated this idea. And, what is it, the saying that imitation is the highest form of flattery? So now that you're seeing these other businesses pop up, you guys are the OGs, right?
We are the OGs.
You were the ones that started out here in Texas and Dallas. So that's fantastic. So congratulations to you guys on that. And being a small business that has been around for 10 plus years now. So what does the future hold for Elephant Trunk? John, you want to answer that one?
Well, our big thing is just keep having it being known about, having the concept known about, because it's not that people just don't know who we are. They don't know the concept. They're not familiar with it, which in a lot of ways is fun for me, because when I go to a doorway, I have these people who are so new to this, and they're going, "Oh, I can't wait to use these. This is going to be so much easier," right? So this is one of the more fun aspects of my job, is that I'm pretty much greeted with enthusiasm, regardless to whom I go see, I guess. And so that's a treat. But that's what we would like this concept to be further, because there's plenty of business. We do have quite a bit of competition right now, and that's good, but in its own way.
Healthy competition.
Yes. But what we think is that they're out there educating people too, and then people can make choices just like you would as a restaurant or something like that, right? So we can't think of any. You hate to associate the term "no-brainer" with your business,
right?
But we almost are. We're not expensive, and we do some things that. I think people will be surprised, but the amount of time that we take off the move itself, they don't have to put together cardboard boxes. They don't have to take them down. They don't have to trudge them out to the curb to have them picked up, and that makes the process.
You don't have
so
to
much
fight
faster.
with the tape dispenser.
Right.
That's always my biggest thing whenever I've done a move of any sort, is like that dang tape dispenser.
Oh, that circular one.
The circular one where you do this and then and then you have to search for the tape, and that alone takes up half the time.
Oh, yeah.
So this saves you from having to use the dreaded tape dispenser. But you also, so your boxes, they're plastic and they're stackable. And so it does make for a much more organized move versus trying to play Tetris in a moving van where you're like, okay, where will this fit? How will this go in? You literally just stack them in rows and put it in, and you're good to go.
It'll take an hour off a move. And so if you're on the clock with the movers, so they'll help subsidize their own selves.
Oh, so it pays for itself.
Our favorite testimony
Not quite.
was actually from your other magazine representatives.
With Rudy. Yes. Yeah, he talks about you guys all the time. He brags about how, not to say that he moves a lot, but I've known him for a decade almost, and he's moved a couple times. But he does. He brags about you guys every time. So tell me a little bit about, I know he'll give his own testimonial, but what does he say about you guys?
Well, his biggest testimonial was when he moved with only a 1-bedroom package. It's $140, and he had prepaid for the move. And the day that the movers actually got there, they were able to truck everything up in 7 minutes.
Oh, wow.
So by the time they got him moved and unpacked, he had saved like an hour.
And they gave him a refund, didn't they?
$250. So It paid for the move. The box is $140, and it gave him an extra $110 to go out to dinner and a movie.
Yeah, nice. So see, there you go. Elephant truck moving supplies is going to save you money and time, which time is your most valuable commodity. So it's absolutely worth it just for that aspect. But tell everybody where they can find out more information about Elephant Trunk if they want to get in touch with you or if they have a move coming up.
Well, the easiest way is to find us is on our website. It's very simple. It's elephanttrunk.net. .com was $42,000 and .net was $25. So as a small business, you have to make every dollar stretch as far as you can. And if you choose to call us, our telephone number is on the website, and you will get John, and he'll be able to work through the move for you and get you any details that you might need. But that is the simplest way to reach us.
Well, fantastic. Well, thank you guys for being with us today. And I'm so excited to see the growth of Elephant Trunk and where we can see that lovely elephant silhouette continuing to be prominent in the community. So thank you guys for being here, and I appreciate it. Is there anything else y'all want to say before we sign off?
Well, we want to thank Angie. Having you as our cheerleader is so wonderful.
Well, y'all are easy to cheerlead for.
You make the opportunities for us to be in all these great places, and we really appreciate that.
Oh, thank you so much. It's my pleasure. I love doing business with good people and helping the small business community in our area thrive. And so watching you guys grow is a pleasure on my end as well. So thank you. You guys have a good time. We will see you next time. If you are looking for the best place to market your business to our local community, we are a nationwide brand, so we have over 200 publications across the nation, and we really do value high editorial integrity, beautiful photography, and making sure that your story is told in a respectable and beautiful way. So if you would like to learn more about how to become an advertising partner of City Lifestyle Publications, feel free to reach out to us because we are your ticket in the door to get you face-to-face with your next client.